Well, here we are again with another Mortal Kombat video. I was going to do Sub-Zero Mythologies, but I realized how tedious the controls and platforming was. So let's do something that doesn't hurt my head with frustration. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Oh boy, this one's going to be interesting. Now, Mortal Kombat in this time was starting to get burned out. They kept publishing Mortal Kombat games almost every year. They made 8 games, I think, which during that time wasn't much. Hell, even Street Fighter was still going on, but Mortal Kombat needed a break from the new systems. Midway was still their publisher. They wanted to update the graphics, gameplay, and the system. Deadly Alliance was in the 3D era, but I could go on and on. The game feels smooth, it's still 3D, and everything has weight to it. But you can do more combos with fighting styles and weapons. And let me tell you about the fighting styles because there is a lot to talk about. How it works in this game and later on in Armageddon, they work as combos, but each fighting style is different because in a sense of a fighting video game, each character has their unique abilities. Here you have 2 fighting styles and a weapon. It works like the previous Mortal Kombat that I covered, but it doesn't do more damage by default. This is just a way to switch fighting styles in the game so that the fighting doesn't get repetitive. This is kind of overwhelming to some people and it's not automatic. You the player have to push one more button to switch. It's a nitpick that I have with the game because you can't remember all of them. You also train with them to understand how they play. The map in Conquest is very interesting. You see a monk go to all these arenas and study Mortal Kombat. There's not much story. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi want to take over the world, making the Deadly Alliance. The both of them take out Shao Kahn and Liu Kang. Raiden assembles a new team to go after the Deadly Alliance. Now let me tell you about the characters because they are a mixed bag. We have Movado, Frost. Who's this guy? Kenshi, Li Mei, Draman, and my 2 personal favorite characters are Bo Raicho and Nitara. Before I go on, I know a lot of people hate this character for not being serious, which I understand. Bo Raicho is very unique in my opinion. I have a huge bias with this character. It's really cool to be a drunken fighter, and I could see some people warming up to him. Let's move on to the next subject. This game took an interesting turn on the graphics. Every single character has weight to them, and you can take your time on combos and a lot more. It's very hard to get, even with an emulator or just trying to buy it. If you have space and a controller, then this game is worth your time, and I might be the only poor soul who admits to emulating games. The fatalities are cool, but there's only one fatality for each character. They are easy to pull off, and the blood is so cool. Seeing it drip down on the arena and the battle damage is just amazing detail. Speaking of blood, I love the little detail of people having different blood types like oil. The arenas are really nice. I'm glad that fighting styles play well and are smooth. Now enough of me saying good stuff about this game. Let's talk about the cons or the negatives. I don't like the coin color system. You have to unlock characters to complete the conquest and there's not much replay value. Just remember that these are very minor. The majority of the game is really good. Now let's look into the fun facts. This was the first time Liu Kang was killed canonically. Every game after Deadly Alliance had Liu Kang in the roster. This is more than a hidden detail than a fact. When Sonya does her Kiss of Death, it blinds the opponent, but when you perform it on Kenshi, nothing happens because he is blind. Last but not least, Deadly Alliance had 2 ports, the consoles and the Game Boy Advance, which I didn't get my hands on. Weirdly enough, a lot of people actually like it. But that's it for the video. I've been trying to do all the Mortal Kombat games except the spin-offs. The reason why I'm not doing them is because I want to keep moving forward with the mainstream games. I'm at a debate on whether or not I should do a tier list soon or at the end, but only time will tell. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.